Let us discuss the question. Where is the Maller worry-o-meter for Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers? So on this one, I've got Porta Potty, Elvis, and Disciple. And we will combine all of these things together, and we are going to make the Baba Ganoush. We're going to make the Baba Ganoush is what we're going to do. So, first of all, there's no need to sugarcoat this. You don't have to sugarcoat anything. We don't believe in sugarcoating things here. Green Bay's offense was a flat-out abomination the entire game. It wasn't just like they didn't do anything late. They didn't do anything late, but it's not like they did anything early. Now, I don't want to hear, well, Myles Garrett is good and Cleveland's really good defensively. All this, I don't want to hear about it. And the reason I don't want to hear about it is, of course, they're good. However, that is a measuring stick for an offense like the Green Bay Packers. That is, where are we at? It's a placement test, and you guys don't place. You don't, all right? Sorry, not sorry. You're supposed to find out if your quarterback is a fraud or whether or not your quarterback can compete at a high level against an elite defense. And we got our answer right now today from Jordan Love in week number 3 of the NFL season. He does not measure up. He simply does not. And he measures like one of those flimsy rulers. You know, sometimes you go to like Home Depot or Lowe's or something like that. They'll give away a free promo. A ruler, usually from some paint company or something like that, and you get it, and it snaps in half like the second you try to use it. So Jordan Love did not fail to close the game, but he also didn't do a lot early in the game either. Practically, not only did he not close the game, he pretty much held the refrigerator door open, said, hey, take whatever you want, boys. It's whatever you want there. Come on in the kitchen. There's my refrigerator. I'm going to open that up there. You want some mac and cheese? We've got that in the back. You want some, we got some vegetables. You probably don't want that. We've got some leftover chow mein. That's probably pretty good. You can try that. There's a little spaghetti. That's over there. That's Italian chow mein. And you can have that and just knock yourself out. So anyway, here's the deal. The fourth quarter for Mr. Love, Jordan Love, 2 of 6 passing for 52 yards, no touchdowns, but that killer of an interception in the fourth quarter. That was the break. That was the parting of the Brown Sea that opened things up there for Cleveland. They don't win this game without the assist from Jordan Love, and they didn't just take that break. They were like the Kool-Aid man. Oh, yeah. Just like that. They arrived there, and they were invited inside. They were really shepherded inside by Jordan Love, and thank you very much. That particular play, the game offensively was gross for both teams. It was mostly unwatchable dreck. But that ending in the final 3.5 minutes of this game, and you open up the fridge there, and for the Packers, it's like moldy cheese or rotting meat. There's a lot of bacteria on that offensive performance, and that was Jordan Love in the fourth quarter. He had a 26.4 passer rating, which is horrific, but the interception is the big thing. That's the big daddy of them all there. That's not quarterbacking, by the way. That is a porta potty at the end of the day at a concert that has been tipped over, which is fitting because you were playing the Cleveland Browns. And you can't sell me on progress, and this is a step in the right direction. And all. It was a good kind of a loss. So that's all the rage now. Matt LaFleur is the head coach of the Green Bay Packers, and here he is pointing out that things could have been better for Green Bay.
Well, that was extremely disappointing. Obviously, to be in a position to win the game at the end of the game and to have the script totally flip on you with a block and then them getting into field goal range, it's tough. It's tough to deal with, but you better learn from each and every opportunity that you go out there in the wins and in the losses, and you got to move on.
Yeah. This is the new thing. This is my new annoyance here. Team loses, and rather than read them the riot, well, we're going to learn from this. We're going to be better, blah, 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 blah. Shut up. All right. That's stuff you say on Tuesday. That's not stuff you say right after the game. That's not it. Well, Jordan Love, you gave the game to the Cleveland Browns. Mr. Love, what do you have to say for yourself?
It's one of those you got to be able to see him falling off. You know, he did a great job making a play. I didn't see him, but you know, something I've seen before. I got to find a way to see him.
That's Jordan Love admitting he's got bad vision. If you're an eye doctor, please help him out. He needs that. My headline: Jordan Love admits vision problems, developing hot. ... Okay, so there you go. Love did not manage the game. He did not. He did not protect the football. Possession is 9/10 of victory. He shrank against the very kind of a team that you are supposed to show you belong. Against a good defense with a bad offense, that's a good matchup for you, and you didn't get it done. So where is the Maller worry-o-meter on Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers offense? So I am at a solid 7 out of 10 on the Maller worry-o-meter for Jordan Love. You don't draft and groom a guy for all those years, and he's played now for a couple years as QB number 1, and you get a no-show performance by the offense in terms of points produced. That is not good enough against the top-level defense. Anybody can put up points against a bad defense. You don't need to pay a quarterback a lot of money for that, but it's against the top defenses. That's what separates the wheat from the chaff. All right, now, secondly, to Los Angeles we go. A game I was in attendance at, the Chargers and the Broncos in the hood, in Inglewood, and up to no good. Right there, hanging out. And Justin Herbert, who spent a lot of time laying on his back. Insert your own joke there. Offensive line issues, 2 starters out for the Chargers, and the Broncos took full advantage of it. But not enough, because Justin Herbert found Keenan Allen. But this guy wasn't even that good with the Bears. With the Chargers, he's catching everything yet again, like he never left the Chargers. So Keenan Allen had a game-tying touchdown with 2:44 remaining, and then led the L.A. football team that should be in San Diego into position for Cameron Dicker, the kicker, game-ending 43-yard field goal. Chargers, get her done. They beat Denver 23-20, and the first 3-0 start for the Chargers in a generation. They were still the old San Diego Chargers last time they got off to this kind of a start. But the better story is in the locker room of the losers, and that is where we go. So the Denver Broncos, after 3 games, find themselves with a losing record.